people.
This next name on my screen looks sort of familiar. It says Moshe Klein. Yes, we're talking with my father, Moshe Klein, accountant and financial professional. Welcome to the show, Moshe Klein.
Hello, Shalom. It's nice to speak to you. Long time no see.
Well, you know, there's a first time for everything, so thrilled to have you on the show. It's almost tax season, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but believe it or not, as of today, there are only 32 days left till the start of the tax season. Where did the year go?
But you and the firm probably aren't counting, are you?
Not at all. After midnight, it'll be 31.
Right. So, you know, we as you said, time is ticking. So what advice do you have for the small business owners that are listening to the show that might not be thinking about tax season, but maybe this show will serve as a little reminder to start getting their financial house in order and start collecting their paperwork?
Oh, absolutely. I've got some good advice and timely advice. You're somebody who grew up at the family firm, so you've heard this advice more than just a few times. But for the benefit of your listeners, let me start by mentioning, first of all, the tax return filing deadlines that I want to make everyone aware of. Corporate returns, which includes C Corp and S Corps, are due by March 15, 2015. And personal returns, which also include partnerships, are due by April 15, 2015. Now, fortunately, there are 6-month filing extensions available to everyone, and anyone who may not be ready to file by those dates must request an extension or face perhaps significant filing penalties. You want to make sure that you file your return by those dates, but it doesn't give you an extension to pay your taxes. There are significant late penalties for anybody who pays taxes past those dates. So it's important to understand that there is a filing requirement and a payment requirement. If somebody needs help with an extension request, they can call or stop by our office. We'll gladly file that request for the extension for them at absolutely no cost or obligation. It's our pleasure.
And for a company that has employees that may not be so smart to use a payroll service, what advice do you have for them? Aren't there 1099s that need to be issued in the not-so-distant future?
There are, and small business owners have to understand their obligations as an employer to issue not only those 1099s, which are required for any vendors or contractors that you paid more than $600 to in 2014, but also for W-2s as well. All of your employees must receive their W-2s by the end of January, as required by the IRS.
So it's time to get your financial house in order. Many businesses also donate money to charity, and they might have other write-offs and things like that. Can you explain what the difference between the business and the sole proprietor? What obligations and what possibilities you have for deductions and for write-offs?
Absolutely. Well, the most important thing, whether you're a business or an individual, now is the time, if you haven't done so already, to make sure that your records are in very good order. You have to really code all of your income and your expenses correctly. It can make a huge difference when it comes to being able to file that return on time. Also, the cost of preparing the return will be less if you're well organized, and you end up paying less taxes if all of your expenses are properly coded and included in the package that you turn over to your tax preparer. But there are different ways to lower your tax liability for a business or an individual. You can set up or contribute to a retirement plan, and there are different plans and programs that are appropriate for your particular listener's circumstances.
Absolutely. Once again, tax season begins in earnest in just a few weeks from now. And I encourage all of our small business owners that are listening to the show, get ready now. Don't start too late. We have many people that I hear from all the time that are in crisis because they haven't filed on time. They haven't filed for that extension. Start earlier this year. It's a good opportunity. So once again, we're talking with Moshe Klein of Moshe Klein and Associates. Also happens to be my father. Moshe, how can people get a hold of you if they want to file for that extension, want to discuss their tax issues, or perhaps want to do the right thing and start planning ahead for tax season, either as an individual or as a business owner?
Well, I would welcome those calls or emails. They can reach us at the affordable accounting firm of Moshe Klein and Associates. My direct number is 888-432-8187, and I'm at extension 20. They can email me at Moshe, M-O-S-H-E, at mkabusiness.com, or of course they can always visit our website at mkabusiness.com.
And you could check out the website for lots of great resources and information all about tax prep. And once again, what are those deadlines that our listeners should be looking out for?
Sure. Well, again, corporate returns, including C Corp and S Corp returns, are due March 15, 2015, and personal returns, which include partnership returns, those are due by April 15th. And everyone, whether you're a business or an individual, would be eligible for a 6-month filing extension if for any reason you're not ready to file. And we'd be happy to request that extension for you at no charge or obligation.
Fantastic. Once again, we're talking with Moshe Klein of Moshe Klein & Associates. You could call him at 888-432-8187. After this short break, we're going to be talking with Ira Piltz about employment contracts. This is a subject you won't want to miss. Once again, you're listening to the show that's all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. You're listening to Get Down to Business.